Hello everyone, welcome to Sunain Sir's online classes. In this video, I am going to explain you solutions for heat online test 1. Today's online test. I am going to explain you solutions for today's online test. Let us see one by one. First question. How much heat energy is required to heat water of 10 grams from 25 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees centigrade? So here if you observe water, we are heating it from 25 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees centigrade. It means here we can observe change in temperature. So whenever there is change in temperature, whenever there is delta T, the formula which we need to use is Q is equal to ms delta T. So whenever there is change in temperature, we need to use formula Q is equal to ms delta T. So by using that formula, Q is equal to ms delta T, that is Q is equal to ms change in temperature. So mass of the water is 10 grams, specific heat of water is 1. Remember, specific heat of water is 1 and change in temperature is 35 minus 25, that is 10. So 10 into 1 into 10, that is 100 calories. Remember the units. Units are very important here. Units are calories. You will get answer always in calories only. You will get answer always in calories, not joules. So not joules. Answer will be always in calories only. Okay, next problem. What is the value of specific heat of water? So value of specific heat of water is, in CGS unit, it is 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade, and this is the value which we use mostly in all the problems. In all the problems we'll use this value only, 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade. Whereas in SI units, 4.186 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So you need to remember both the values, but in problems everywhere you need to use CGS value only, that is 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade. Next problem. When ice melts, what happens to temperature? See here, already I said you many times, whenever there is change in the state of a substance, that is when solid is being converted into liquid or when liquid is being converted into gas, whenever there is change in the state of a substance, then it is called as phase change. Whenever there is phase change, then we need to use formula m into L. Whenever there is phase change, we need to use formula ml, and whenever there is phase change, temperature will be always constant. It will remain constant always. I hope it's clear. Now let us see next question. Here, hot water and cold water at 30 degrees centigrade and 60 degrees centigrade are mixed and their masses are 10 grams and 20 grams. Then what is the final temperature? So here is the most complicated problem which everyone are asking me to explain. This problem here, if you see clearly, hot water and cold water are being mixed. It means when two substances at two different temperatures are brought into contact, then these two substances after some time they will reach equilibrium temperature. After some time they will reach equilibrium temperature. This is called as thermal equilibrium. After some time both substances will come into equilibrium temperature, and this is called as thermal equilibrium. And in thermal equilibrium we know that formula is final temperature is given by, after some time both substances reach one equilibrium temperature, and this is called thermal equilibrium, and final temperature in thermal equilibrium is given by the formula m1t1 plus m2t2 m1t1 plus m2t2 divided by m1 plus m2 divided by m1 plus m2. So here mass of the cold water is 10 grams and temperature is 30 grams. 30 into 10 plus mass of the hot water is 20 grams and its temperature is 60 degrees centigrade. So 20 into 60, 30 into 10, 300 plus 20 into 60, 1200. 1200 divided by m1 plus m2, 10 plus 20, that is 30. So finally you will get answer 50 degrees centigrade. 50 degrees centigrade is the final answer. I think it's clear. Now let us see next question. What is the value of 0 Kelvin in Celsius scale? Value of 0 Kelvin in Celsius scale. So here 0 Kelvin is also called as, it is also called as absolute 0. 0 Kelvin is also called as absolute, it is also called as absolute 0. It means absolute 0 means below this temperature there cannot be any other temperature. It is absolutely 0. Below this temperature there will not exist any other temperature. It means, for example, if you take 0 degrees centigrade, below 0 degrees centigrade there is -1, -2, -10, -20, -30. Whereas below 0 Kelvin there will not be any temperature like -1 Kelvin, -2 Kelvin, -3 Kelvin. These temperatures will not exist. 0 Kelvin is the final lowest temperature. So that is why it is called as absolute 0. 0 Kelvin is called as absolute 0 and its value is -273. -273 degrees centigrade. -273 degrees centigrade. So you need to remember these values. These values are very, very important. 0 Kelvin is the final lowest temperature which humans can achieve, and below that temperature there will not exist any other temperature, and its value is -273 degrees centigrade. And we can also achieve this by using the formula. We know that 0 degrees centigrade is equal to 273 Kelvin. Now let us reverse this equation. 0 degrees centigrade is 273 Kelvin. If you reverse it, 273 Kelvin is 0 degrees centigrade. Now both sides what you need to do is you need to subtract 273. In this equation both sides you need to subtract. In this equation both sides subtract 273. So if you subtract 273, 273 minus 273 is equal to 0 minus 273. So finally 0 Kelvin is -273 degrees centigrade. Sorry, it is -273 degrees centigrade. So I request you to remember the value 0 Kelvin, that is OK. OK means -273. 0 Kelvin, that is, in shortcut I would like to call it as OK. OK means -273 K. OK means -273 K. This is very important bit regarding public examinations. Okay, let us see next question. Now heat energy units. So heat energy, remember heat energy is also a energy. Heat energy is one of the forms of the energy, and we know that SI units of energy is always joules. For energy SI unit is always joule, whereas heat energy is having special CGS unit, that is calorie. It is named in the honor of scientist Calorie, who did extensive work in thermodynamics. Okay, so heat energy is also one of the forms of the energy. That is why its SI unit is joules, and it is having one special CGS unit, that is calorie, because it is named in the honor of scientist Calorie, who worked extensively in thermodynamics. Let us see next question. How much heat is required to convert 3 grams of ice into water? So here we are converting ice into water. Whenever we are converting ice into water, it means we are converting solid state to liquid state. So solid state to liquid state means here we are doing phase change. Here we are doing phase change. So whenever there is phase change, we need to use formula ml, m into l. So we need to use ml. So m mass is given as 2 grams and l is mass is given as 3 grams and L value for ice is 80 calories per gram. So 3 into 80, finally 3 into 80 ml, 3 into 80, that is 240 calories. Next, how much heat energy is required to convert water of 2 grams into vapor? So here we need to convert water into vapor. Water into vapor means we are converting liquid into vapor. So it means this is also a problem of phase change. This is also a problem of phase change. In phase change, we need to apply formula Q is equal to ml. Mass is given as 2 grams. Mass is given as 2 grams and L value for water is 540. 2 into 540, finally we will get 1080 calories. Two into 540, 1080 calories. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you everyone for watching the video.